Hello, you fantastic Web 3.0 augmented reality, virtual reality people. How the hell are you? Hope you are well. I thought I would share with you some new data that's just come in from one of my, I don't want to say favorite websites because that would give the wrong kind of thing, but certainly one of my favorite industries as far as adoption of tech and adoption of strategies for making money goes, and that is the porn industry. And all of those sites are some of the most trafficked websites in the world. In the top 20 websites, I think there are 5 websites that are solely dedicated to the carnal pursuits of man and womankind. And so from time immemorial, way back in the late 90s, they were pioneers as far as adoption of the internet. They've been pioneers and at the very, very forefront of tech. Anyway, so I've had my eye on them for lots of other reasons too, of course, and the big reason right now is one of the things that I think is happening out there is the adoption, the mass adoption of the concept of virtual reality, of a meta-based reality. And that's always going to be very, very interesting for us as icommerce entrepreneurs, because what that means is we're at the beginning phases of a mass adoption. Okay, and so I saw this data that just come back from Pornhub. This is the 2021 year in review, and lo and behold, their number one most searched for term in 2021 was hentai. Now, if you don't know what the hell hentai is, it is a version of porn that is basically a cartoon version of porn. But it's not like Tom and Jerry style cartoon. This is actually beautifully graphically illustrated, very, very over the top kind of stuff. And originated in Japan, of course, the home of lots of crazy shit out there. And as a result of that, they've been more and more that's been adopted. And now we're going into this realm of hentai on porn related sites, not just this one, but lots of porn related sites. So what does that tell us? Well, what it tells me is that more and more people are okay with the concept of a virtual based reality, because if you're looking for hentai, you're not really interested in looking at flesh and blood doing stuff. This is much more of a graphic, a cartoon-esque way of doing it. I think that is very, very telling. It's also got big promise for things like VR sex and AR sex. Now, regardless, I think that right now we're in the wild, wild west as far as AR goes and VR goes. And so, there's going to be some pretty frigging crazy stuff happening as far as what these new glasses that are coming out now are able to superimpose, augment onto regular people. It would be no surprise at all to discover that there's going to be some very, very naughty things happening with regards to AR and the ability to alter the body of the person you're looking at. Now, rightly or wrongly, I don't know where you stand morally on that. For me, it's just a natural adoption cycle that we're going to go through. The wild, wild west cycle is always a cycle that these things go through. Anyway, so what that means is bigger adoption. These sites, which are in the top ranked websites in the world, 5 in the top 20, they're telling us that there's an adoption, that there's a acceptance of that coming in. If you haven't checked out any hentai, you might want to go and have a look at some so you can kind of familiarize yourself with what's going on. But I think just for the ability to see how this is going to interact and how this means that people are going to adopt this kind of technology, I think it's fascinating. Anyway, so that was a quick update from me. I'm super, super excited by this. I think hentai as an art form is very, very interesting. Some pretty crazy shit happening outside of that. But I think that when it speaks to adoption of this particular tech, I think that's very, very telling. Until next time, I'll see you then. This has been Neil Asher from AR Profits. And if you want to find out more about AR Profits and how we can help you make money from augmented reality, virtual reality, Web 3.0, there's a link in the description. I'll see you next time.